also wanted to share that I always had respect for time that my children were supposed to sleep. I didn't bring them out if I knew it was around feeding time, nap time, or I actually, if I did, I learned how to read their signals of when they had enough, and I've always respected that. Because, I mean, as an adult, when I have enough, I would like that same regard and that same respect, you know, and by that I mean people that, you know, can only be around a crowd for a certain period of time, or some people really can't be around a crowd, and they, you know, they feel it, they get antsy, they get upset, I gotta get out of here. Well, it's pretty much the same for a baby. When they get tired and they just want to rest, they want a comfortable environment, they want, you know, food, or they want attention, and, you know, while you're shopping around and stuff, it's a little bit harder to provide that. So to that I say, prioritize what's necessary in the first couple of months. Do it when maybe you don't have to bring your baby with you, you know, in between times where they're going to need a little bit more attention, and, you know, rather than being in a grocery store or a shopping center or whatever have you. That's personally what I did for all my three. I definitely had respect for the times that as you will know, the whole purpose of me doing this is because I really want you to know that you will know. You use the video that I sent you as like a starting tool, in the sense that get familiar with the, you know, with the sounds that the babies that they do share on that little video. They even put her in a room with babies, with a couple of moms with their new babies and stuff, and there are some babies there that are 3 months. So in my last video, when I said 0 to 3 months, you still have a window at 3 months. They do still make certain sounds, and you still will be able to use these to navigate how you make your baby better and comfortable and happier. I think I found that, I'm pretty sure that I used those for quite some time, and I think the reason that I got to use them for quite some time is that I recognized them earlier. But even at 3 months, all hope is not lost for you trying to figure out what it is that the baby's trying to tell you. And if you feel that you go through all of those specific cries and you do what she instructs you to do, and the baby still cries, then there may be something worth speaking to your doctor about, because sometimes it could be, people back in the day called it colic baby. They may still use that term, but I think it's something to do with their internal systems, whereas they can't process, or it's acid reflux or something that causes them great pain in the stomach. But again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just going based on what I know other moms have experienced. And the thing is that there is like pregnant moms around me. There are people like my friends had babies and stuff, and I never really got into helping them as much as I am making that effort now. I came to a point in my life where I feel like giving a mom something that she don't feel she has, meaning confidence, and, you know, not being afraid to ask medical professionals questions, or not being afraid to say, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that, let me get this straight, and did I understand this correctly? Never ever hesitate, because you are the only one that will have your baby's back for the rest of your life and theirs, no matter what. So when I say that you are definitely born with it, 2 weeks within my son's birth, I felt that overwhelm. I felt, my God, like, do I go back in the day mindset and say, you know, if he's crying, he'll figure it out? Or, you know, just let him cry for a minute? I don't recommend that. I mean, there are sleep study professionals, God bless them. I mean, hey, they do what they do based on their experiences and whatnot. But me personally, I don't let the baby cry. I would recommend that if it's getting to the point where you feel like you're getting like, oh my God, or you know, you're starting to feel overwhelmed because your attempts to soothe is not helping, then I would definitely suggest just put them down for a second in a very safe, comfortable place. Go to the washroom, you know, wash off your face, you know, give yourself a few minutes, breathe deeply. I've been told, you know, I've been actually not told, but I've been listening to a lot of people that suggest that we don't even realize that we're shallow breathers. We're supposed to be breathing deep, taking in our breath. One of my most favorite people, Sylvia Brown, one of my most favorite people, Sonia Choquette, or anybody else that I listen to. There's Mel Robbins, there's Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi. I hope I said that right. Graziosi. Anyway, they all speak about like remaining in yourself in the sense of breathing and taking yourself down a notch in this, in kind of like regrouping yourself and go back. I'm not saying that should take a half an hour, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or, you know, let the baby just, you know, I feel like that is a sin. I really feel bad for a baby that would be left to its own devices around, like when they're going through something really big, and they're really upset and they're crying and whatnot. I will always spend my time trying to figure it out because I know that they're trying to say something. So in the video that I share, I'm going to tell you that if you're thinking about becoming a mom and you're worried about how you were raised, or, you know, there was trauma, you didn't have a good role model, or, you know, XYZ happened in your childhood, you know, much like Tony Robbins says, like, you know, tell me a great childhood. I'm not saying that they're not out there, but I'm saying that majority and a good lot of people that actually turn into be better parents than what they give themselves credit for, because there's something in your mind that says, I would never do that to my own. Or even if you feel like you begin to do something that reminds you of something from your childhood, that switch will flip again and say, this is not their time, and I'm different. Whether people ridicule you for it or not, whether people understand it or not, it doesn't matter. The only ones that matter are you and the baby that you're trying to help. So you're born with that. You're born with that confidence. Don't let anything or anyone take that away from you. The only one that knows your baby, no matter what kind of test the doctors give them, no matter what, you're the spokesperson for this little being, this beautiful little blessing. You are their lion in the den. You are the mother of all bears for them. And that's what they trust you to be. So don't ever lose your voice. And if you need one-on-one, or you need someone to walk you through something, or don't do it alone. I will be available. Or your doctor. Speak to your doctor if you feel like it's something that's a little bit more than just, you had a baby and there's a lot going on and stuff. You will know that too. You'll question yourself, and if you find you're questioning yourself too much, then actually ask. Don't ever be afraid to ask. Don't ever be ashamed that you should know it all. Nobody knows it all. These little guys come with their own little ways of communicating through different stages of their lives, from 0 to 3, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 18, 18 to 24 months. They all come with their ways of communicating, and you have to navigate and guide them through it. And I'm telling you that this video will definitely be a great starting place. It will definitely help you when they don't even know, like they're just crying out based on what they feel, and it's actually quite remarkable. It's pretty amazing. So on that note, as much as unnerving it is, trust me when I say, when you have your little one, you'll get there. It is there. You just have to sometimes find it and stand on your ground like I did and say, I ain't going anywhere, and neither are you, and we're going to figure this out together. Have a good one.